first of all, what do you mean by scope of a variable? Okay, in a simple term, you can say the lifetime of the variable. Lifetime of a variable, meaning the extent till which the use of that variable is valid. Means till which point in the code the variable use is legal is its scope. And from that point onwards, if I'm not able to use it, we say the scope is over. Humans also have scope. Everyone, always remember, programming is being inspired from the real life only. Whatever happens in our day-to-day human life, the same thing happens in the program's life also. If you try to relate it, getting it depends on you whether you relate or not. Whether you try to relate a brain also in a program, a heart in a program, right or no? Clear? Our nervous system, so is there a nervous system in your computer also? So you should try relating it. Then you start understanding the concepts more better way. So scope of a variable means the lifetime of the variable. Okay? Or you can say till where the variable is visible, or till which point in the code the variable is alive. Getting? Means its use is legal. Okay, and after that point, if we say the use of that variable is illegal, we'll say the scope is over. Means that variable is died. Getting? Means the variable is destroyed. So first of all, what is scope? That is clear to you. Got it or no? The scope means the extent or the section of code, or the extent in the code till where the use of the variable is legal. Beyond that point, if the use is not valid, we'll say the scope is over. Means the variable is out of scope. It is gone out of scope. You got it or no? Clear? I hope it is clear concept, right? Like the same thing when you are not able to catch in the cell phone, like cell phone is unable to detect. So obviously we say we have gone out of the scope, no? Correct? Means if the network doesn't come in that range, okay, till which extent your phone is able to catch the range line. So we'll say we are in the scope. But at one point when I go beyond that point, my phone is unable to catch the network. So obviously we'll say we are out of the scope. Correct? The concept I hope is clear to you. In very simple term, you can say the lifetime of the variable. Okay. Now in Python, remember there is no scope at block level. Block level meaning you have created where are drawing tools? Okay. See here, this is your block while, right? While loop. Now within that while loop you defined one variable. What is the definition of defining a variable in Python? Yes guys, I'm expecting from you answer.
Whenever we write the variable.
Meaning? Whenever?
It's for
Means,
while loop, right?
nahi,
Could you
in
please come again, like question?
my question is, how does Python recognize the variable is defined?
Whenever you start using it or you start writing
Assignment.
statements.
Assignment.
You have a assignment operator.
Assignment.
Assign a value.
Only assignment. Clear?
Yeah.
So assignment is the main thing. Correct? So when you assign any value to a variable, the variable is created. That is a rule of Python. No? Python says what? When you assign, the variable is created. That is the principle. because here there is no declaration mechanism like C and C++. Here the rule decided is on this thing. So always remember, when you assign anything, the variable is defined. Now what my question is, if you define this variable within a while body, I'm assigning 10 to x for the first time. Before this it was not there. So when you assign 10 to x in this while body, it is not like that its scope is only till while. After while loop also it is alive. Getting? So why? Because Python doesn't have a block level scope. If the same thing is in C, like in C within a block, if you create one variable int x, so that x will die when the while loop is over. Or you write a for loop, and in that for loop in the beginning only you are writing int I equal to. Now C99 standard allow in C also. Some might be surprised, those who know C, that can we do it in C? Yes, in C also we can do it. Many people have studied it in C++, this mechanism, or in Java. C also allows according to C99 standard, not in ANSI C, that doesn't allow. But this I is created at the entry of the for loop, and the moment for loop over, this I is died. But such principles who don't give Python. Python says the minimum nearest scope is a function. Get it? Like you have defined a function foo. So this x which you created within a while body, though you have created in a while body, then also its scope is in this function. Correct? So first that point you remember, the scope in Python is nearest restricted to function, and then the scope increase, then the enclosing scope, then the global scope, and then the super global scope. Okay, so Python doesn't support which level scope? Block level. Now all the scopes we have to discuss one by one.
Sir,
Okay.
like it is not like block level is not supported. Is it due to like we are not using any opening closing brackets on and only using
Not like that,
indentation?
as it is, I guess it is an interpreted language, no?
Okay.
And runtime the declarations come, no?
So nearest function will have its scope.
Access, right?
Okay.
Correct. See, and means directly you assign and it gets created, no? The moment you
Yes.
assign, it gets created. ठीक है. So first the variable, scope of a variable, the definition will learn. So the scope or the lifetime of a variable in Python, and this same principle nearly all scripting languages. If you consider all scripting, not pure compiled languages like Java and C and C++, they don't give. But scripting languages like R programming or Python, even Ruby or PHP also is having the same thing. So all interpreted based languages, they have such principle. So the scope or lifetime of a variable in Python is the section of code or the part of code in which the variable is visible. Visible means the use of that variable is legal. Getting? The point after which the use of that variable becomes illegal, you'll say the scope is over. Clear? It is gone out of the scope. Okay? Or you can say the duration for which the variable is alive is lifetime, and lifetime means only the scope. Correct? So when it got created and when it gets destroyed, so the time when it gets created and the time when it gets destroyed, the mean time is called its lifetime. Like we people also, when we are born and when the human die, so the time from the birth till the time when it dies, the in between time span is the lifetime of that human. So that is the scope. Correct? Now Python supports 4 types of scope that you just remember. One is the local scope, which is restricted to the function body No block level and all, already I've clarified it, or in the past also I've talked about it. Then this is the nearest scope. Then the second is enclosing scope. This is again going to be new to the people, those who have come from strict type programming. Strict type programming meaning Java or C, C++. Getting? They don't allow enclosing scope. Means in those languages, can we define a function within a function? Like in C, C++, Java, can we define a function within a function? No. But
No.
in JavaScript, you can do it. Right? Na? In JavaScript, you might have defined a function within a function. Even in PHP, they allow it. Because they all are scripting languages. So, enclosing scope. Always remember, enclosing means concerned with function within a function. Okay, we are going to talk in detail, in length, breadth, depth, everything we'll talk, don't worry. So I am defining one function inside another. It's called as a nested definition. C doesn't allow nested definition. C allows only nested call. Means one function you can call in another, another in another. You cannot define like this. But Python allows. Okay? And then we have global scope, which is throughout the script. And then we have super global scope called as built-in scope. Built-in scope means anything which comes in built-in scope, all scripts can access it. Every script is given access to it. It's called as a super global or built-in. And it is called as a leg B rule, which is again very common interview question. Getting? What is leg B concept in Python? So whenever this concept word they refer, immediately you have to know that it is the topic associated with the scope. Okay, the local scope, enclosing, global, and then built-in. Now all these four scopes we have to talk about. And then concerned with this only, Python introduced two keywords. One is a global keyword. Okay, and in Python 3, another keyword has come called non-local. This keyword was not there in Python 2. So Python 3 has introduced these two keywords. These two keywords are concerned with the scope rule only. Therefore, we have to talk about this as well. Global keyword and a non-local keyword. Okay, so we will talk about this all in detail. First, we'll talk about local scope. Okay? Now, local scope means those variables which are defined within the function body. The variables which are defined within the function body are called as local variables, and their scope is only restricted to that function body. Getting? And those variables come into existence only when the function is called. Means unless and until the function is called, the variable won't get created. And the moment the execution of the function is over, the variable is died. You understanding? Clear? So local scope means the variables which are created within the function body or defined within the function body. And that's the reason before starting the topic I asked you what is the definition of defining a variable according to Python. According to Python convention, when do we say a variable is defined? So I said when you, just now Rajesh answered, when you assign the value. The moment you assign the value, the variable gets defined. Okay, according to Python. See, so a variable defined inside the function is called local variable. So now that variable which you have created within the function body, inside the function body, the variable which you have created, okay, its scope is only restricted to that function. When it will get created, when the function is called, and when it will die at the exit, when the function over, the variable is died. Okay? See here, so a variable defined means assigning. Okay? Inside the function is called local variable. its scope is restricted only to that function body. See here, its scope is only within the function. And when that variable is going to get the space, or when the variable is born, you can say like that. Born means it gets a space somewhere in the memory. Object is created. When you call it, so unless and until the function is called, the variable doesn't come into existence. And when the function call is over, the variable is destroyed. Means after the function call, the use of that variable is not legal. Correct? I hope you got it. See here, it cannot be accessed outside the function. Okay? Once the function is over, that variable is not accessed outside that function. Okay? Example I'll give you. See here, I've created b equal to 8. But this I have created on the terminal, that is your interactive environment. So is it defined? Here also the variable is getting defined because you are assigning, but it is in the global scope. Why? Because it is outside the function body. Is this variable getting defined within the function body or outside the function body? As it is outside the function body, you cannot call it as local. It will be called as global. Okay? Now, within that function, you have defined a function. See, def Pune. See carefully here. Def Pune. You have defined. But this function is not going to run unless and until you call. So this is just a definition. It will execute only when you'll call it. Okay? But inside that you are defining one more variable. Defining why? Because you are assigning a equal to 10. So when you have assigned some value to a variable inside the function, this variable is restricted to that function only. This a life is only within that Pune. Correct? Now you are printing a. Obviously it will print this locally. But when you are only accessing any variable, hear carefully, you are accessing, you are not assigning, just accessing. So first it will check that whether it is there in its own scope. Whether in its own scope there is a variable with the name b. No, so it will go in the global scope and access it. Because which variable is not defined within the scope? Inside that function body, is b variable defined? Defined means, remember, defined means Rajesh, because he gave the definition. You have to relate that way. Clear? Means whenever you'll recall later, whenever later after some lectures I'll ask you, define means what? So you have to remember entity Rajesh, and then immediately the definition is recalled. That is the technique of memory management also. Memory techniques. There are some techniques of using left side brain, how you can remember. Now 23 years back, students' names also I remember. Whenever they meet, now they have changed in all direction. Then also I remember them with their names and all. So there are different memory techniques of using left brain. So you have to relate it. When you relate something, immediately you will be able to recall it. So just now what I said, who is not defined inside that function body? Can anyone tell me?
Variable b.
B. B is not defined. Why it is not defined? Because you have not assigned anything to it. And assigning means definition in Python. In Python, when you assign something, means the variable is getting defined. You got it or no? So in this whole scope, A is defined. So it has used this locally. But B is not defined. Therefore, it searched it in global scope and that it has used. Correct? Okay. Now I am calling the function Pune. When function Pune is called, it goes there. It has created its own A. It prints it. But B it takes from the global that it prints. But now if I try to access value of A, it will give a name error. See here, if I say print A, it gives a name error. Why? Because where you are accessing that A? Outside Pune. So does A exist outside Pune? No, that A was local to Pune. So A was restricted only to that Pune function. A comes into existence means the birth of A is when Pune is called, and when the death of A is there, when Pune is over. When Pune function over, A die, and when Pune function called, A created. So its life is only till that Pune call. So when the call of Pune is over, A is destroyed. So can I access A outside of Pune call? No, obviously it will give an error. Name error. Name A is not defined. You got it or no? Now many more questions are going to come in your mind, but till all the 4 scope don't get over, no? Clear? You can wait. I am sure that when all 4 scope rules will get over, your all queries also will get solved. Clear? So is the local concept clear to you? See here, why it has given error to A? Since variable A is only within that scope Pune. Correct? It cannot be accessed outside it. You cannot access this A outside Pune. Got it? Yes or no? Just give that confirmation. Now,
Yes,
some
sir,
may
yes,
have a
sir.
doubt कि if there is a global variable also with a name A, right? Now, I'm sure some might
Yes,
have.
I was about to ask this.
Sure, clear. So outside Pune, if there is a variable A equal to 100, and inside Pune also I'm writing A equal to 10. So your question is sure that is it going to make that 100 as 10? No. That A will remain safe 100. It will create a new A of its own. This A will be its own with value 10. Print it, and when over, this A is died, but that A is still alive with value 100.
Even if it is having same value, then also it will create a new in the local.
Yes, clear?
Okay.
Uh, because the scope is different. The scope is different. No? Got it? You can check its address, that outer A address and the inner A address. Addresses will be different because scopes are different. So their symbol tables are maintained separately. Meaning for every function the symbol table is different. The global scope symbol table is different. You understanding, no? Clear? Okay, so local scope I hope is clear to you. At least basic idea you got it, right? See here again. Now I'm writing A equal to 0. First just the basic about this I'll tell you. Okay, now I've created B equal to 10 suppose, and I'm defining foo in which I'm creating A equal to 20, and then I'm printing A also and printing B also. So A, where it found in its scope, did it get A in the nearest scope? Yes or no? Where it found A in its near scope, that is in its own body, so that it has printed. But B, does it get in its near scope? No. So it has taken it from outer scope. Why? Because that is you are using. This B just you are accessing, you are not assigning, you are accessing. So it will take B's value from here. Okay. And now foo, when I call, the moment I call, A comes into existence. Life of A is now in existence. So A equal to 20, it will print A. B it will take from that scope, print 2010. And if I try to access A, it will give an error. It will say name A is not defined because you are accessing out of the scope. No? Outside the scope you are accessing that. A scope is within foo and you are accessing outside foo. So it will give an error. Okay? Now about this question, let's see what you people think on it. Okay? I'm writing a equal to 0. Where is this a equal to 0? Is it outside the function?
Yes.
Yes.
Global scope.
So it is coming in global scope. According to Python, any variable which is defined, correct? Insist on that.
Yes.
Whenever any variable is defined outside the function body, then it is called as a global variable. Okay? Which we are going to talk now again separately on it. So this is a global variable, a equal to 0. Now you have defined one function Pune, in which you are accessing a, then you are again assigning value to a, and you are printing. What is, before trying, instead of typing it in idle and seeing what it gives, just what is your anticipation? Means what
0,
you
1.
huh.
First it will print 0, then it will print 1.
Okay,
Is it
Yes.
sure, no? May
Yeah,
maximum people think in that way.
Yes.
That the first print will access the outer one, and then as you have defined a of its own, right, no? So it will access its own a. But what happens is Python will give an error to that first print. Python gives an error to this first print, because what it says, that it is saying that I am seeing a local variable in your body. Getting? So you are using that local variable before its definition. Means it is in future, it's seeing that in this whole code body, I can see that there is one variable getting defined in the local body. Okay? So I am supposed to use the local variable only, because the rule of Python is what? Whenever in a body there is a variable defined, that variable only is accessed in this whole function. Getting? So many thought what? This first A it will take from the global scope, and second A it will take its local. Right? But no. What interpreter says that in this whole body there is a variable a defined. So this a only is going to get used in the whole code. But it says the error as a is unbound. Means it is saying that a is getting defined in the body, but at this moment it is not bound with some value.
So bit confusing.
Sir, yes, go ahead.
Actually, when we declare that a first, a equal to 0, if that a has global scope, then it should be accessible in function. No?
But the function also has defined its own. No?
If
That
sequentially execution is
that
happening,
declaration after that, no?
But it is done somewhere in the point in your code. Okay? But the life of this a is throughout that function. According to Python, what Python says, in any function body, if any variable is defined, in any function body, any variable is getting defined in the whole body. Whenever any variable is getting defined, the life of that variable is throughout the function. The scope is local, and local scope means restricted to function.
It means it will first check for that function, later
Yes,
go
it
for
will
global
anticipate. Means you can say like the future in that whole body. It is seeing that a variable is getting defined, but okay, it is getting defined, but you are using it before. So it says that it is unbound. Means the variable is there. It is saying that in my scope there is a variable with the name a, but now it is unbound. Like you can
It
say,
will check first function level scope,
yes,
then
yes.
go for other scope.
Yes, exactly. You got it now. Clear? It
Yeah,
will
yeah.
first go to the function scope, and till function scope is not over, it won't move to the outer scope. You only have clarified it. Clear? It will move to the outer scope only when in its own body it doesn't get it. So here what happens is, in its own body it gets it, but before binding it you are using it. Getting or no? Like you can say, in real life the baby is not born, yet the baby is not born, but before that only you have filed the income tax for that baby, then you have purchased mutual funds, shares, everything you have purchased for that baby, but the baby is not yet born only. Getting the same concept? You are trying to access it before binding it. Getting? And that's the
Sir.
reason it gives a unbound error. Clear?
So
Okay.
how it will be, I mean, able to understand by interpreter that it is on line print A, and then on next line it is defined again. So sequentially it should take the global variable, right?
No, but that whole function bytecode is generated. No? That entire bytecode for that entire function. Because whenever you refer to a variable, okay, it has to check to that function level. Clear? If you are typing this at the interpreter level also, na, see, I'll show you at the terminal also. At this 2 greater than sign, when you define year one function, that whole function is considered as one command. You started thinking as one line as one command.
Because sir, interpretation will be done line by line, right?
Exactly, no doubt. But
Sir,
this whole
even
definition
for me
is
this
treated.
is confusing. Sir, even for me this is confusing because outside of the function it's already declared, and line by line execution means compiler know that
Yes,
it's
no
declared,
doubt.
is there
But that
something.
line by line, the function is not treated as, the whole function is treated as one command only.
Okay, for interpreter it is
That I
Yes.
understand. That I understand. But why it is like that? Because it's
Also,
changing my programming logic, knowledge, whatever I have.
also, Python does support any what you can say, like global keyword or something, like
Yes,
just
we have now. That's what I, before
okay,
starting with the topic, I said we are going to learn. First, we are going to cover up with this. And that's what I said. When all these 4 things will be over, maybe your queries will be clear. So I said that ki this 4 scopes will
okay,
learn. Then we are going to learn 2 keywords called global keyword and local keyword. Sorry,
okay,
non-local
Okay, I will
non-local.
keep my patience.
keyword. Right?
One
Okay.
more thing, sir, just to understand, as like interpreter is treating when generating a bytecode for this program, when it is generating a bytecode, it will first give priority to all the functions.
Function.
Then, yeah. So at that time, I can agree now. Like at that time, we don't have any a variable created. So when functions are getting loaded, it will. Currently, it is still not having any global variable in its memory. So at that time the inbound error is valid, but if what we were thinking is like the global variables and constants are getting loaded into memory first, and then the
Let
execution.
it be. Let it be. Clear. That
Yeah.
variable, you're saying that A is already created here.
E- yeah.
Getting? Okay. And inside this, you are accessing it. Right or
Correct.
no?
Right.
But then also, it's going to take the minimum level as function. So
Okay.
whenever you are accessing it, it is going to search it in that function only. First, it will search whether that
Okay.
variable is within that function. And
Okay.
if it
Now,
doesn't get in that function, then it is going to take it from the outer.
now,
What you are doing now, only you are going outside.
okay. Okay. Because as you mentioned, like while accessing, that clears our point. Like whenever you're trying to access any variable, so it will first check nearest scope. If it is not, then it will treat the global one.
Right.
If that is the case, then I agree
Sir,
on that. Right.
The same thing
I got my
happens.
answer on your last statement.
Huh.
You
Right?
mentioned right accessing, right? So
You
that
have to first check with your nearest thing, then go for global thing.
Clear? You got it. So whenever you are
Yeah.
accessing it, it will always search in its nearest scope, and the nearest scope is function. So within the function body, if it sees that this variable is getting defined, so it has to take from there only, it won't go outside. Correct? But only the thing is, what happened here, you are using, and in that nearer scope it is getting defined also, but later. So therefore now the value to A is unbound, and it gives an unbound error. Getting?
Right. The catch was this accessing thing.
No, like if it is not getting defined also. Correct, no? So then
Correct.
also in that case, first it sees in its scope already that A is there or no. And in its scope, if A is not there, then it goes to the outer scope. Clear?
Right.
See here, I'm printing A, then I'm writing A equal to 100, and then I'm writing print A. Okay? And now I call that foo. It gives an error. Unbound local variable. Local variable A referred before its assignment. Means you are assigning it, but before that only you are using it. Because this A, it has not at all taken from this place. It has taken this A only. Because it is saying that this A is there in my scope. Clear, no? So in its own scope there is a A, right? So it has to take that A from its own scope. But when it is taking that A from its scope, it is before and later getting bound. So it gives a unbound local error.